There we go. Hey YouTube! Hey YouTube, we're playing more Danganronpa. Same as yesterday. Got a fan in the background because it's warm. It's fun. It's good. Did you get to the part where everyone is in swimsuits? No. I haven't got to that part, if it exists. I just started chapter 4 of the game, so yeah. That's where we're starting off today, and that's what we're doing now. There's a bunch of students dead already, including the one on the right there. Taka's fucking dead. I mean, that's what happened. He got shot. Well, he didn't get shot, but you know. He is fucking dead. So now we continue. We unlocked a new floor. We're going to go up to said floor. And there we go. So now we have access to the 4th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. Maybe this time we'll find some kind of clue. No, this time I have to find it. Let's look. Ooh. Interesting layout. Interesting layout. Into the bathroom we go. And now there's a bloody construction thing going on outside to add even more to the background noise. This is great. We're in the music room. This is the music room. It's hardly even a classroom. It's more like an actual concert hall. Investigate everything. Is this a grand piano? It seems really old. I bet it's worth a lot of money. Of course, without someone around who can play it, it's totally useless. I mean, I could try. I mean, I can play it, but it's just me mashing the keys over and over. Alright, talk to you.
Hey.
You know, you haven't told me what you think yet. What I think?
So...
About the secret room in the boys' bathroom. Ah, well, I did find the secret room, but as soon as I started looking around, I was attacked.
What?
Attacked? By who? Well, they came from behind and I didn't have any time to react, so I didn't see who it was. And when I came to, the mountains of files and documents were all gone. I'm sorry, I know how important those were.
That's fine.
It's okay, I already saw what I needed to in there.
And
I half suspected the mastermind might come after you. What?
Because...
When I discovered the room, the mastermind must have seen me on the surveillance camera in the hallway. They must have seen me go into the boys' bathroom and not come out again. Still wanted you to go see it. I wanted to see how the mastermind would react. Essentially, I wanted to find out if the mastermind actually knew about that room.
It would seem...
But to attack you and steal everything in the room, that must mean there was some unknown clue in there that could reveal the mastermind's identity. Then you knew I was going to get attacked?
That doesn't matter.
You can handle that kind of thing though, right? After all, you're a boy. What does she think a boy is? Fine, I understand. But let me ask you something else. Do you know about the note that was left in there? The note that said you must not leave.
Just a second.
We shouldn't talk about that. Not here. Kyoko stole a quick glance at the surveillance camera.
So...
I'm looking into it. If I find out anything, I'll let you know.
Listen to me.
Is that okay? She made it sound like she was asking, but it was clear I wouldn't have any say in the matter.
So then...
So now's your turn. Let's hear your secret. Huh? Did you think I wouldn't notice? You're hiding something.
Am I wrong?
Am I wrong? That's... It's Sakura. What's the matter? If you're worried about the camera, why not just write it down? Well...
Hey.
We're friends, so you should be able to trust me. Isn't that what you said before? You know, you're right that there shouldn't be any secrets between friends, but there's nothing worse than expressing doubt about your friend when you don't have evidence for it. I'm gonna have to choose not to tell her, because if I choose to tell her, the game just doesn't continue. Sorry, I can't tell you, not yet.
Correct.
So, that's your answer.
However...
Do you think that's fair? You were happy to hear what I had to say, but now you're unwilling to share? I'm sorry, I really am.
That's fine.
It's fine. Goodbye. With those as our parting words, Kyoko left me standing there alone. I think I made her mad. I think we did. She mad. Okay. Ooh. I want to enter. The name button on the door says Headmaster's Room. Headmaster's Room? There must be something worthwhile in there. Of course it's locked. The door's locked. Damn it. Alright, this one then. This is The Office by Michael Scott in here. But of course, there's no hint of any teachers that would normally be able to rely on. Oh god, there's a lot of things to investigate. There's a flower on the desk, somehow it makes things feel that much weirder. Yep, all the coins are in this fucking floor. There's a flower on the desk, somehow it makes... Yep. There's more. Of course they all be on this floor. They're all in this room. Seriously, they're all in this room. Alright, last thing I gotta check is down there. Huh? There's a picture on the floor. This picture? It's another one of these! Play Sayaka, Celeste, and Hifumi. Smiley faces of 3 people who are dead now. A classroom without metal plates over the windows. It's exactly the same. Yeah, it's just like that picture I saw before. Wait for the bear. There's no way this is important somehow. Wait for the bear. They're smiling the way you expect any normal teenager to smile. Just a normal group of high schoolers living a normal school life. I can't possibly believe they were able to smile like that in a world of despair like this. So does that mean this picture was taken before they ever came to Host Peak? Which would mean everyone in the picture knew each other before they got here? Including Sayaka? No, there's no way. Monokuma did it. It must be fake. There he is. You're fake! Monokuma popped up out of nowhere and snatched a picture from my hand. A forgery plot? What are you, a middle schooler? You think the moon landing was fake too? Come on! Then you're saying this picture is real?
Hey!
If there was such a thing as the Nobel Truth Prize, I'd take 1st, 2nd, and 4th place.
Too bad!
Actually, that's probably not true. I asked you a question. Is this picture real or is it a fake? Oh, Makoto, you're so eager to split things in half, aren't you?
Hey!
But it's no use. It's just no use. If you try to split something that can't be split, you'll end up feeling like you're the one being split.
It's true!
Picture is real. No more, no less. Without another word, Monokuma disappeared. So the picture is real? It's really real? If that's true, if that's the case, well, obviously it has to be taken before they got here, which makes things even weirder. Because obviously they're dead now. We saw them die. Hold on. I want to go into classrooms first. Hello, I'm Monokuma from the school store. Oh, rah 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 rah. Rah 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 rah. Rah 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 rah. Rah. Rah 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 rah. Rah. Rah rah rah, yes. How are you doing, Colton? How are you doing? You know you can change your name on Twitch, right? If you want to change it to that. I do, but I'm lazy. Fair. I'm sometimes like that as well. I'm just like, I want to do this, but I should. I'm just too lazy. You're a culty cult. Was it this one I already was in, or A very kind Garrett going to come play with me, or you might die of loneliness. One day I saw Monokuma in class. La 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 la. Is that gobble gobble? Someone's a turkey in here. Alright, let's talk to Hiro. I'm glad this floor got opened up and all, but there's like a ton of locked rooms up here. Alright, so next thing to do is over here. There's a 5th floor? Oh boy. Oh god, what have we got in here? Are we making meth in here? Where's Jesse? Where's Walt? Just drill the boarded windows with what drill? Inside the room, the smell of medicine was oppressive, so this is the chem lab. I hope inhaling all this stuff doesn't do permanent damage. It's time to cook, chap. It's time to cook. Drugs! First. The wood cutting kind of drill, obviously. But they're not wood. Sakura is lost in conversation with Hina. I need to find out what's going on with Sakura and the mastermind, but I can't while she's with Hina. What is it, Makoto? Did you need something? Oh no, it's nothing.
So then.
Really? Oh, okay. Hina and Sakura seem to be lost in a deep but friendly conversation. I need to find out what's going on with Sakura and the mastermind, but I can't while she's with Hina. Hey, Makoto. Hi, you need something? No, it's nothing. You sure? Okay then. More coins! We need all those coins. I need 999. It's a remarkably big shelf and it's stocked with all kinds of medicine.
That's right.
Ah, listen, Makoto, listen. Just take a deep breath and calm down and listen to me. This girl is a boy. We already got past that part. We're way past that part. Okay, Hina, just chill out. There's all kinds of stuff we didn't have before. Vitamins, minerals. I said vitamins. Vitamins. We call them vitamins, but some of you call them vitamins. I guess either one works. Minerals, amino acids, creatine, and what do you even have? Proteinzyme X. What's that?
Hey!
High quality protein drink. It's nothing like that cheap swill in the warehouse. It's connoisseur level. Oh yeah? It's amazing. It's a gold mine. Ah, my prayers have finally been answered. Time to load up some more prayers then. A gold mine, huh? Alright. Ooh, what's this door? It's locked. Common nameplate is called the data center, but what's behind the door is a total mystery. Probably a data center. I've already taken a good look at things around here. There's a lot to think about. For now, I should head back to the dining hall and talk to the others. Not long after I got into the dining hall, the others began to trickle in. After a few minutes. So, is this everyone?
Well then.
Okay, let's discuss what we all discovered. Hydrate again. Yeah, good idea. Speak to you.
Yeah.
There was a big shelf in the chem lab on the 4th floor and it had all kinds of chemicals and stuff.
Okay.
And there was an all-star cast of nutrient additives and supplements. You should at least go take a peek. I hardly recommend it. I think you and Oka are probably the only ones interested in stuff like that. Oh, but it's not all good stuff though. There was medicine and health stuff, but on top of that, there was also a bunch of different poisons. Poison? They were all labelled clearly though, so it would be hard to grab one by mistake.
It's true.
Still, we better make sure we're careful around there. And we probably shouldn't tell Byakuya or Toko about the poison, right? What do you mean?
Well,
Just in case. You know what I'm trying to say. Even a fanatic, hello. Just in case, yeah, I think you're right.
however,
It's Byakuya, it won't be long before he's discovered it for himself. But to put something as dangerous as poison right out in the open, that's absolutely the work of the mastermind. I found a couple of rooms on the 4th floor, but they were locked. The data center and the headmaster's room. Headmaster's rooms? That sounds like exactly the kind of place we find some clues. By the way, for anyone new in the chat, I am using an achievement guide to get the achievements, but it does have minimal spoilers in it, so it's all good. Because I want to get the achievements because I'm an achievement fanatic also. If we can somehow unlock the door and get inside,
What?
who cares about a stupid lock?
How about that?
It should be no problem for the world's strongest missing link to knock down one measly door. And here he is again. What was that? Wow. No, please, continue. Did you say I got the nicest butt on the block? The curviest hips in town? Is that what you said?
What the heck?
Hell no, I didn't.
Hey,
What did you say? Because I know you weren't talking about tearing down the door to the headmaster's room.
unbelievable.
Knocking down your headmaster's door? What kind of war on education are you trying to start here?
Your teacher had such faith in you.
That's my room, you know.
Repay
It
me
is now, anyway.
with betrayal?
And you're thinking of busting it down? You seriously don't want to piss me off. You have any idea how much bacteria lives on a single bear claw? No, I was just kidding. Please don't get mad.
Damn it.
I'm not mad. There's even the emoticon there.
What?
And again, you're totally mad.
This is kind of depressing.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to add a rule for this, but if you're going to go around having those thoughts, I have no choice but to add to the school regulations. Seriously?
Too bad.
Breaking down a locked door is prohibited. That's a rule now, you jerks. New rule has been added to the regulations menu. Is he gone? Oh man, I was scared for my life. I was sure he was going to kill me for serious.
Well,
But if he would go out of his way to make up a rule like that, there's no doubt that something important must be hidden in the headmaster's room. But now that it's a rule, there's nothing we can do. Sakura. Metal sheets have been attached to all the windows on the 4th floor, none of them budged an inch.
In other words,
Just like everywhere else. Escape from 4th floor seems unlikely, that was to be expected though. And then you. Kyoko? She's ignoring me.
so,
Hey Makoto, does Kyoko seem upset to you?
right.
She is, isn't she? She's totally mad. Yeah, looks like it.
What's your deal?
Imagine needing to make that rule a rule in the first place. Imagine not having that as a rule to begin with. Like, I think most schools will probably have that as a rule. It's like, don't go breaking into stuff you shouldn't be breaking into, you idiot. But it's your fault, isn't it? You must have done something to her. This is bad. So has everyone said what they needed to say? I think so.
For serious?
It looks like nobody found any clues at all, let alone a way out of here. I've been this depressed since my house burned to the ground. Someone do something to cheer me up. Can I say something?
How about that?
It's because my dad was smoking in bed. Oh dear. Yes, no, I have something I'd like to report. So you guys all remember, right? You remember when I found that picture up on the 3rd floor the other day?
Perhaps.
You mean the one that showed Mondo, Chihiro and Leon all together, right? Yeah, I remember. What about it? Well, I found another one. Another picture almost just like that one. Another one? This time the picture was Celeste, Fumi and Sayaka. Huh? And they were all smiling. And the classroom in the picture didn't have any metal covering the windows. So the picture of Mondo, Chihiro and Leon wasn't the only one. Now you found one that had Celeste, Fumi and Sayaka? But how can that...
Conspiracy!
Monokuma must have faked it. But the picture is real. And everyone who was in it... There would have to be some kind of hidden connection there, don't you think? Some deeper truth that we just don't understand.
What?
Can't be, it's a fake! But Monokuma said it was real. I know we could just write that off as a lie, but...
So then,
Did he trust Monokuma's word over the people who have died? Huh?
because
That's what you're saying, isn't it? No, that's not it. I'm shocked. You told everyone how we should believe in our friends, but you refused to do the same. That's not... What's going on, Kyoko? Why are you getting so emotional? I don't understand why she's so angry.
Hey, come on.
Come on, guys, stop fighting, or all your good luck is going to float away. Anyway, Makoto, you're thinking about it too much. There's no way Monokuma didn't fake that picture.
Of course.
He's just trying to confuse us. You shouldn't listen to anything Monokuma has to say. You might be right, but still, Are you still so conflicted?
What?
Looks like you guys have stopped playing nice. Yakura! You're the same sunken look on your faces. You were all so ugly before, you shouldn't let them sink any lower. Jesus Christ! Dude has no chill. When I look at you, it makes me think of a frog sinking into a palm. This guy really has no chill.
You know?
I'm sorry.
Just a second.
Why are you apologising?
What the heck?
Leave us alone, you're not a part of this.
That's right.
That's true enough. Your problems aren't mine. We are and always will be completely separate. So whatever's causing your faces to turn so ugly has absolutely nothing to do with me. And if I happen to discover a vital clue, it wouldn't concern you in the slightest. Huh? Can you finally just say something useful?
Hey,
Yakura, what have you been up to?
That's fine.
I don't mind telling you. Perhaps forcing your lazy brains to get to work might do you some good.
Such ignorance.
I was in the bath. What else would you like to know? Today's lottery numbers? He was taking a bath? Is he saying he's been talking to Alter Ego? Did he tell him something?
it would seem...
Maybe we should all go take a bath. Ooh. Ah, good. I shouldn't have said ooh. They're all fucking high scores. A mixed bath?
Okay.
A mixed bath? If Alter Ego really did tell him something, I wonder what it could have been. To the bath. Rather take a shower instead. Why have you got the laptop just out there? Oh, and you're here too. And I got to the dressing room. Toko was sitting alone on the bench, the laptop in front of her. Toko, did you decide to come hear what Alter Ego has to say too?
What's your problem?
I already heard it. With Master. With Master! You don't have to keep saying it. Anyway, so what are you doing right now? Shut up. Stop bothering me.
How about that?
Get out of the way. We have to talk to Alter Ego.
Well,
No, I made Master a promise. A promise? Master told me to wait here, so that's what I'm doing.
huh?
What are you, his dog? If that's what Master wants, I'll do anything he asks. You just love being mistreated. Oh, fine, if you really want me gone, by all means. Oh boy.
What?
There it is. She literally changed his personality by sneezing. Hey guys, what's going on? We'd like you to move. Sure thing, just kneel before me and beg. First a mega masochist, now a super sadist. Yep. Alright, let's talk to you, I guess. Toko, seriously, I'm asking you nicely to let us use the laptop.
What?
Uh-huh.
You SOB!
Wow. Didn't you hear what I said? I told you to kneel and beg.
How about that?
Come on, Makoto, give it the old 1-2 combo. 1, drop to your knees. 2, beseech. Why are you acting like you're not part of this? I was as desperate as I felt. Finally, I did kneel down in front of her, and I said, "Please, I'm begging you. Please let us use the laptop." Oh my god. Yep. Such an ultra miraculous feeling of happiness. All my pent-up anger at Master for abusing me is about. Oh my god. It's even you realise it's abuse.
Hey,
That should be enough, right? Hurry up and let's talk to Alter Ego. Okay. That's that was something.
You really came.
Everyone, come closer. I already told Bikuya, but I was finally able to crack open all the files that were on this laptop. Sorry to keep you all waiting.
correct.
Just what I thought.
I see.
Finally, the time has come. Yeah, I'm starting to get kind of nervous. Alright, let's see what it is. I felt the same way resting on the keyboard. My hands started to shake.
Just a second.
Move. A single word was like a sharpened blade. Wounded, I moved to let her take over.
So then,
Here we go. Kyoko began typing, the words appearing as fast as I could read them. Can you tell us what you found out?
Leave it to me.
Sure, I analysed the files and extracted all the useful information I could find, and one particularly important fact I discovered was that a certain plan had been put into effect here. To isolate the students of Hope's Peak Academy and create a communal life for them. That was the stated goal of the plan. But it was meant to be more than just a normal school life. Students were intended to live out the rest of their lives here. That's
I see.
exactly the situation we found ourselves in. Toko makes me so uncomfortable, especially since he's canonically into BDSM. Oh goodness. She is it's quite unthinkable, isn't it? She's also like, she also has like split personality and stuff. What's more, the one who came up with the plan was none other than the administrators of Hope's Peak themselves. Wait, hold on. Then the reason we've been imprisoned here, it wasn't work of some psycho freak or criminal organization or whatever.
No way.
It was the school itself? That doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that?
Just a second.
I don't think Alter Ego is finished. Perhaps we should hear the rest.
That's right.
Seems that the reason they devised this plan was because of what happened 1 year ago. This is how they described that event. They said it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Ooh. Elon Musk buying Twitter? That's pretty tragic. Can anything, like, top that? What does that mean? Yeah, what kind of name is that for something?
You see,
Otherwise known as the tragedy, it was apparently some sort of devastating occurrence. Coco destroys the world, obviously. Yay! I agree. That's what happened. That's even worse, and actually, no, it's better because at least it's you know caused by a cute horsey. Because of the tragedy, Havoc Academy was forced to discontinue its role as a school and close down.
I see.
I see. Things are finally starting to make sense. What this means is that 1 year ago, this tragedy took place. Whatever it was, it forced Havoc Peak to shut down. From there, they decided to use the school as a kind of staging ground.
That's right.
They planned to sequester the students here, where they would live out the rest of their lives.
So,
But why would the Havoc Peak administrators want to shut everyone in like that?
hey.
And what could this tragic event have possibly been? In a flash, Kyoko had typed their questions into the computer, and the answer we got was...
sorry.
Sorry, I don't know. If that information was ever on the computer, it's gone now. I'm totally useless. I'm sorry. Come on, you're being more useful than any of us. And that's all we said. And is this really the end? We get halfway through the answer and that's it?
Indeed.
It appears so. Disappointing.
Wait,
Oh, wait!
so,
There's one other thing I forgot to mention. I think it might be important. I believe it has to do with the mastermind. The mastermind? Kyoko's fingers moved in faster than they had so far. Did you figure out the mastermind's identity?
sorry.
No, that I still don't know, but I did find a clue, I think. The one leading the Havoc Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Havoc Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now.
The headmaster?
The headmaster is here in the school?
Okay.
Then that's gotta be the mastermind. I mean, Monokuma has been calling himself the headmaster, right?
Perhaps.
Which makes the real headmaster that much more suspicious.
You're serious.
But if we break down the door to his room, we're dead, right? So what are we supposed to do? I'll find a way. Huh? No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
No matter
No
what?
matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on? I can't explain why, I just know that I have to find him. She has to? Kyoko, what's going on with you? When she heard about the headmaster, her reaction was almost violent.
So then,
We should see if Alter Ego has any more information. That seemed to be her attempt to regain her composure and she started typing again. Did you learn anything else?
Sorry.
I'm sorry, that's everything I found. All the information on this laptop seems to be pretty old, so that's all I can do from here.
Sorry.
I'm really sorry. It really is all over.
hey,
Wait, Alter Ego seems to have more to say.
So,
Well, it's kind of a different topic, but I was wondering about something. I haven't seen Celeste, Fumi, or Taka since yesterday. Oh boy. Yeah, they're all dead. Heavy silence fell across the room. The only sound was the flat, precise clicking of keys as Kyoko typed. They're all dead. What? I see. Certainly I knew that was a possibility, but
okay
it
then.
really happened.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's no point in me getting depressed over things I can't do anything about.
anyway,
Well then, I guess that's it. That's it. A simple phrase that held so much meaning. She began typing again. You've done your job. Thank you.
I see.
I'm done? I guess I am, huh?
Okay
Then maybe I'll take a little rest. I'm kinda tired. Same. Goodbye, everyone. See you later. With that, the laptop enters sleep mode. Bye, Alter Ego. So Alter Ego did everything he could.
indeed.
We won't have to talk to him all that much anymore.
But,
I feel kind of sorry for him.
But
You feel sorry? But he's just a computer program, right?
well,
I know, but still, he did everything he could for us, you know?
hmm.
I mean, yeah, it did, but that's what a computer program is designed to do. Tell that to, like, Bonzi Buddy or something. You don't tell a computer good job every time you shut it down, do you? I really should. Every time I stream, I should, like, every time I end the stream, I should go, good job, computer, you did it. I'm sure it would feel a lot better. Chat, that's what you should do with your, like, computers and your Macs. Every time you do something with it, you say, "Good job, computer." We should be nicer to our computers. That way Skynet won't kill us. Oh no. But when we talked to Alter Ego, I guess I just didn't see it that way. I know what you mean. I feel the same way.
Hey.
Hey, come on. It's just a program. You can't tell the difference between a program and a friend, right? This is exactly what gets us killed by Skynet. Yasuhiro, please. Exits private mode for a night. Good job, computer. But you know, what's the difference between us and that program, really? Huh? I started thinking about how would you differentiate a person and an AI. Alter Ego isn't human, I know that. It's just a program running on the computer. But at the same time, I couldn't help but think of him as our friend.
That's right.
Yeah, he's no different from us. He's still our friend. I think maybe I understand where you're coming from. There's no problem calling him a friend. After all, the more friends the merrier, right?
How about that?
Check this out. Friendship has no survival value. Instead, it gives value to survival.
So
anyway. That's so anyway, that. It's a totally smart and cool thing that I quoted from I don't remember where.
hey,
Anyways, nothing more Alter Ego can do to help us. As such, his role in this is over. Am I wrong about that? No, but...
just a second.
Frankly, I question the ease in which you decide who isn't your friend. Do you really mean that?
Wait.
The story's gone off track. We should go over what Alter Ego said one more time. Yeah, good idea. What was the Havoc Peak staff thinking?
What?
Why are they making us kill each other? Alter Ego said that what happened 1 year ago is what started everything.
Well,
Yeah, he said it was the biggest, most awful, most hopeless event in human history, right? It must have been a huge incident, whatever it was. Big green unicorn. But does something like that really happen a year ago? Yeah, we would have heard about it by now. I don't remember anything happening that you could describe that way. What about you guys? I don't really watch the news, so...
I'm sorry.
Sorry, nothing comes to mind.
anyway,
That event led to the closing of Havoc
at the
Peak.
very least.
If nothing else, it must have had some kind of connection to this school. Maybe all the students here were killed or something.
However,
That kind of unicorn, I say unicorn? God, I can't talk. That kind of catastrophe would have been all over the news. At least one of us will remember that. Maybe they covered it up. That would explain why none of us knew that the school had been shut down.
I see.
Totally covering up something like that. I suppose it's not totally impossible.
What the heck?
What's wrong with our government? Our taxes pay their salaries. They should be handling stuff like that.
Anyway,
Except if the government causes it. Maybe, but right now there's only one path open to
So-
us. We have to find the headmaster of Havoc Peak Academy.
Correct.
We have to find him and make him tell us everything.
no matter
As
what.
long as we can get our hands on him, I think... Kyoko. When she said headmaster, I got that feeling again.
Well,
But even that is a problem not so easily solved. Yeah, you're right.
So then,
Well, our business is done here, so for now we should get out of here. Oh yeah, good idea.
Yep.
Then I... Oh, and she sneezed. Huh? Is it really that dusty? Wait, I mean... Oh no, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not guarding it. Byaku is going to be so mad at me. Let's avoid getting involved any further. Good call. To the room. As we left the dressing room, someone was there waiting for us. Oh, of course.
ba-bum, ba-bum.
Ba-bum, ba-bum. My heart is pounding away. Pounding with anger. You're not still mad about the whole breaking into the headmaster's room thing, are you? Ah, that little matter doesn't matter even a little. And I'm a little jealous of you guys enjoying an indecent mixed bath, but that doesn't matter either. It's building. I feel it building.
Now I'm really angry.
He's angry. My head's about to boil over a rage.
Please.
Don't get so angry. Here, let me help you help center your chakra. Etch this on the walls of your brain, okay? When you do something to me, I do it right back. An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. Oh boy. Fang for a fang? Be careful, we just chanted the incantation of devastation. No, it's just a saying. Oh, I see. What's he talking about? Bing bong. 6 a.m.
correct.
So it's nighttime.
Hey.
What does everyone want to do? Celeste was the one who suggested our nighttime rule, but she's gone now. I think we should still avoid being out at nighttime. I know it will make me feel better that way. I agree.
It's true.
Very well then. In that case, time for bed. So everyone headed back to their rooms. Monokuma's parting words left me feeling anxious the rest of the night. Once I was back in my room, I got lost in thought. What we learned from Alter Ego kept on spinning around and around in my mind. The administrators of Hope Speaker planned all of this. They did it because of the tragedy which had happened the year before. And apparently the headmaster is the one behind it all, the mastermind. All these mysteries make me worried, but I still have to try and unravel them bit by bit. I'm sure the road will be long and tough, but I don't have any other choice. Oh boy. Let's talk about where I was at before I became a bear. At first I was at a total loss. I just had no idea what I should become. A lady in our tech support department suggested I try being a shrimp. She was like, oh, the company's trying to push for this forever. It's a really incredible offer. But as she laid out all the details, it turned out it wasn't a tiger prawn like I hoped, but a little popcorn shrimp. That's totally tiny. I would have been the world's smallest mascot. I like eating shrimp. I don't want to be one myself. Plus someone might come along and step on me. I see. So then the lady totally started laughing at me. She was like, you think we could do a tiger prawn on our budget? So ultimately I decided to become a bear instead.
And that's the secret origin story of Monokuma.
There we go. He was originally going to be a shrimp and then became a bear.
Good.
Another beautiful day. I haven't investigated everything in here. Boom! More coins. Is this game just like Fallout? Fallout like School Edition? We're all in a vault. And this is just like the experiment in the vault. It's like it's a murder game. Of course I find some in the trash can. Alright. I could have just fast traveled, but nope. I'm just gonna go to the dining hall. As I entered the dining hall, the first thing I saw was her. What are you staring at? Oh, Toko?
What's your problem?
What, you think your eyes will rot just by looking at me? Fine, then don't look at me. I think he's just surprised to see you at the breakfast meeting is all. Indeed, it's been quite a while since you joined us. Yeah, what made you change your mind? Byakuya said he likes a girl to have some meat on her bones, so I'm going to start eating. I'm going to force it down to my stomach. I'm going to eat till I drop. He just wanted you to come to the dining hall.
Okay.
I refuse to lose. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Well, other than that, looks like Kyoko isn't here.
You know?
Oh, she said she'd come by later. Later?
You know?
Yeah, after you leave. She's not even trying to hide it anymore. I know I said she wanted you to show some backbone, but you didn't need to show her that much.
Just a second.
You're dirty, Makoto. Dirty. President Dirty of Dirtlandia. You don't understand.
Just the worst.
You're the type who takes the stairs of love 3 steps at a time, aren't you? I'm telling you, it's not like that. Oh, just shut up already, Hina. You've been running a filthy mouth like that all morning. Filthy, me? Don't make me repeat myself. I'm not filthy. It's no use denying it. We can all see how disgusting you are. Shut up. You and that lusty body of yours. Night after night, you go out for your illicit club meetings. Hey, knock it off. I can't deal with dirty stuff like that. Your midnight extracurricular activities only put us in even more danger.
Please.
Stop it. You'd like me to stop, wouldn't you? Your sweaty hands gripping the big fat shorts. Chat, I'm gonna get banned. Especially with those noises. Oh, good lord. Going for all that extra credit, your screams are like the screech of a violated blackboard. What is this conversation? I swear I've said this like 5 times playing this game, but again, it's relevant. And it's amazing, indecent ideas are coming to me one after another.
Bastard!
So, would you rather have your black eye on the left or the right? sorry.
Hey, come on.
Let's leave Toko alone. She's gone a little funny from all her pent-up frustration.
You know?
Anyway, you and Kyoko need to make up already, you know? Yeah, I know. I mean, of course I want things to get better as soon as possible, but with everything that's been going on, I haven't had the chance to talk to her about what I saw. For anything, I need to talk to Sakura about it. Sakura? What is it? I thought I was asexual. Can you make some time later? I was hoping I could talk to you. Ah, now that Kyoko's dumped him, Makoto's trying to win Sakura's heart. Are you in heat, Makoto? Don't care who they are as long as they got the right equipment. Watch out, Sakura. Makoto's transformed into a wild beast. Prime Minister Wild Beast of Beastopia. Why is this happening to me?
Well.
Can I wait till tomorrow? I'd like to get some rest today. For some reason, I've been feeling worn down these last few days. Huh? You sick? Did you get hurt? No, nothing serious. I just had some minor aches and pains. Alright, is that? Probably from that. It must be because of that battle. But it must be pretty bad if you have to go rest. Are you sure you're okay? I'm sure a protein shake and some sleep will get me back on my feet.
You got it.
That's true. Protein is good for all kinds of stuff.
Hey.
You guys like worship protein. It's like you're god or something.
Okay.
Makoto, I don't know what it is you want to talk to Sakura about, but save it until tomorrow. She's in pain. Yeah, I got it.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You know?
Well, for now, let's eat. Eat? I'm kind of nervous.
Huh?
Huh? How come?
What's your
Because I
problem?
don't usually eat in front of other people. Ever since I was a kid, I'd eat by myself.
What the heck?
What about your family? Well, yeah, I used to live with my dad, my mum, and my mum.
Huh?
You had two mums? Well, that's just how things were. That's like a serious issue. That's not an issue. Yasuhiro, stop living in the past, man. Just let it go. You're asking for trouble getting involved with her more than you have to. How dare you speak to me with that disgusting mouth of yours? Stop saying stuff like that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and eat. If I don't, Kyoko will never show up. Pretty miserable situation, man. I scarfed down breakfast as fast as I could and immediately headed back to my room. Good mad. I have to wait till tomorrow to confront Sakura about what I saw, but in a way I'm kind of relieved. It takes a lot of courage to stand face to face with Sakura and accuse her of something. Free time! I want to use the map. I've got to find out where everyone is. Oh. They're all the way? Okay. You.
Yo.
Did you sign Makoto? Better not be like my life, don't kill me. Afterlife, protect me. Makoto, kill someone if you must, but don't kill me.
Well?
Yes. I didn't read that, but whatever. Learnable about heroes' theories and the origin of the universe. There we go. I don't need to give him a present this time.
Could it be?
Hey Makoto, you know what I think? You and me meeting like this, it wasn't a coincidence. So I got some good news for you. I'm going to give you a psychic reading at a huge discount. A discount?
How about that?
Normally it's $1,000 for 2 hours, but for you, let's call it $900. It's only a $100 discount, and even then that's way too expensive.
Don't be mean.
Hey, come on! You should count yourself lucky that the ultimate clairvoyant is willing to tell your future. So you're right pretty often.
Well?
I sure am. At the bare minimum, I've got a 20% chance of accuracy. 20%? That sounds pretty sketchy.
What the heck?
For real? Don't make that face. Didn't you hear what I said? 20% of the time, I'm right every time. That includes natural disasters, election results, you name it. Do you realize how amazing that is?
How about that?
Okay, fine. I'll give you a special trial run. After all, I've already seen what the future has in store for you. What? When did you see it?
Well?
Hey, you won't believe what I saw. It appeared that the mother of your children and the mother of my children are the same woman. I refuse, deny, don't like it.
I'm right?
Doesn't matter if you don't like it, that's just the way it is. 20% accuracy, you said?
You know?
At least. I pray to everything holy that you're wrong. Please be wrong. Now then, since that was a special trial run, I'm afraid I can't apply the discount. That'll be $1,000, please. Don't worry, you can pay me after we get out of here. Wait, hold on. There's no way you're going to be right? If you like, I could do a reading right now to see whether my reading was right or not. Naturally, additional fees will apply. Think about it, okay? Let me know as soon as you're ready for my services. Ha ha ha. Oh, he's gone. Do I have enough in my bank account to take another crack at it? No, I can't bring myself to pay for something like that. I can see how people will fall into that kind of cycle, though. That was close. Please, whoever's listening, I'm begging you, whatever else happens, don't let it be right. Lost in Thought. Another skill shot. I don't know what that skill is useful for, but I guess we'll find out. I have plenty of time. I don't feel like sitting here. I should go somewhere. They want me to speak to Hina now. Oh, you're in there. You!
Okay.
Each and every person has to do their job. The cooperation of each player is true
You got
teamwork.
it.
That's a quote from the famous rugby player Yuji Matsuo. We gotta do the same thing. Cooperate so we can survive. Hold on, chat. There we go. Spend some time with Hina.
Yeah.
You wanna go for a run to release some distress? Hina and I went for a light run for the school. And then we ended up back in the dining hall. Yes. What would you like to give her? What's she like? She likes the flotation donut. I'll give her that. Well, I can keep this, right? Right? Yay! Ultra stoked. Seeing Hina so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy. Let's do it. Is something wrong, Hina? I've reached my limit.
Just a second.
I'm stuck in here, can't do any sports, can't do anything, I'm sick of it. I want to get out under the sun and do some laps, run a marathon, I want to do some real sports. Hina, calm down, okay?
What the heck?
I can't do anything in here, I can't move around, I'm gonna die like a bunny rabbit. I always heard rabbits die from loneliness.
That's terrible.
Whatever, I'm gonna die if I can't get some proper physical activity. Do you think that's a little extreme?
What the heck?
You think I'm kidding, don't you? But I seriously can't sit still, you know? Why else would I have joined 6 sports teams at school? 6?
That's right.
Yeah, track, basketball, softball, volleyball, tennis, and the big one. The big one? She got to her main sport but run out of juice. I think it's swimming. Going home! I'm the champion of going home. Your main sport is swimming, right? Yeah, you got it. Yeah, I don't even care what stroke it is. Just get me in a pool under the blue sky. Isn't it hard to do that many sports even for you?
Well,
If I can't move, I'll just shrivel up and die. And I need a challenge. More and more new stuff to try. A challenge?
I mean,
What I really love about sports isn't winning, you know? It's having to fight and struggle and give it all you got to reach the top. It's that excitement, that fear that you might suffer a heartbreaking loss.
but
When you finally reach that goal, it's just lonely. It's lonely at the top, you know? I never really got into sports, so I couldn't really relate to what she was talking about. But I could tell that the reason Hina was so amazing was how hard she could fight and struggle. So that's why I want to push myself as hard as possible when it comes to swimming. I want to aim for the very highest mountaintop. The highest mountaintop?
okay.
Talking about the gold medal, of course. Aim for the gold, even if it means of a super gold that word. She just call herself. Okay, but if that's what you want, isn't that all the more reason? If you have a goal, why are you standing around making excuses?
Huh?
Excuses?
Just a second.
Hey, when did I ever make any excuses? Sure, maybe we're stuck in here right now with no way out. But if you really want to make an effort, shouldn't you try to see what you can do in here? That's a challenge! You just made an official challenge.
Yeah, totally.
But I think you're right. If I want to get that gold medal, I have to make every effort I can. I want to become a genius of effort. I bet Ian Thorpe said something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't go around making excuses just because we're stuck in here. Alright, I think I'm going to do some push-ups in my room, like maybe around 1,000 or something. Almost before she was done talking, Hina took off like a bat out of hell. She recovered exactly as fast and strong as I would have expected. Yay, hydrate! There was a lot of reading, to be fair, and there's going to be even more reading. So much reading. Skill points has increased. Let's do it. Bing bong.
Attention, attention.
Ooh.
Please gather in the gym as soon as you possibly can. Quickly, 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 quickly.
Oh, here we go. He made a special announcement to ask us to come to the gym, and he sounded pretty serious about it too. Fast travel to the gym. The game. Everyone must have heard the announcement, and once we were all gathered at the gym, it began. Another one of Monokuma's announcements. Must be motivation. You goddamn bear. Goddamn.
Well,
Okay, let's get this show on the road. You're about to give us your next motive presentation, aren't you?
That's right.
You got us all together to present another motive, right? Is he right?
Huh?
We have to go through this again. No, not again. I can't take it anymore.
I see.
I'm impressed by your level of dismay. You finally see just how low on the totem pole of life you really are. No. No. That's not it at all. We're not here to talk about motive.
today,
The reason I gathered you all
I'm feeling
here.
black.
You can't just say things like that, Monokuma. The reason I gathered you all here is just so that I could get rid of my grudge. Your grudge?
Why?
We have a grudge against you, of course, but I don't recall you ever having a grudge against us. Told you yesterday, didn't I? An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. Stop being around the bush, just tell us what you're talking about. Well, BRQ, you already told everyone how one of you might be working as a spy for me, right?
Come on.
Yeah, so what about it?
In other
Well,
words,
today I'd like to tell you about that spy. What?
hey,
So guess what? Spy is actually Sakura Ogami! Wow, we ran right out with it. He said it so openly and make it sound like it wasn't that big of a deal, even though he just revealed a huge secret. What did you say? He said the spy is Sakura.
What is this?
What are you talking about?
You're a liar.
There's no way Sakura's a spy. Right, Sakura?
Huh?
Sakura? And I might just make Sakura fulfill the promise she made someone soon. And if she doesn't, I can't be responsible for what might happen to that hostage of mine. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. What you guys choose to do with that information is up to you.
drills,
Roaster,
kills, kills.
Roaster, boiler, killer, don't kill her, whatever.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Either way, I can't wait. Just like that, he was gone. Finally understood what he had been talking about. An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. In other words, betrayal would be met with betrayal.
What the heck?
So what does this mean? Is it true? Has Ogre really been spying on us for the mastermind?
What are you saying?
He's saying there's no way. That is what the stuffed animal said, right?
Wrong.
But he's
You're wrong.
But he's wrong, there's just no way.
Hey,
Well, Sakura, if he's wrong, what you have to do is tell us.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. What? Then he was being serious for serious? Ogre's been working for the mastermind?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. So you've been lying to us all this time?
Huh?
It's not true. Sakura was probably being controlled. There's got to be some reason. She didn't have a choice. She was just forced to do it. Yeah, I'm sure Hina's right. The mastermind probably threatened us somehow and Sakura had no choice but to do what she was told. What? You're talking about like you know that for a fact? Because I do know it for a fact. Because I saw it. I saw Sakura and Monokuma fighting. And that's where I heard it. Monokuma mentioned a hostage a second ago, right? And during their fight I heard Sakura say she decided to fight against the mastermind.
I see.
You saw all that? The mastermind took a hostage, so you were forced to swear loyalty to them, right? But in the end, you made up your mind to betray the mastermind.
What?
Which means Sakura isn't our enemy. She's a friend who can trust without question. Is that it? Ridiculous. Do you live in some sort of alternate reality fairy tale?
Not possible.
She was the mastermind's tool. You absolutely cannot trust someone like that.
Impossible.
He's right. We can't just believe whatever she says now. How can we even be sure she really did betray the mastermind? Maybe this is a double bluff and she's still doing exactly what the mastermind wants.
What are you saying?
Sakura would never do that. Okay then, Sakura, if you really have cut ties with the mastermind, tell us who they really are. Well,
I'm sorry.
sorry I can't. Even I don't know that.
What?
You don't know? That just makes you all the more suspicious.
Please.
She's telling the truth. You have to believe her.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Shut up. I'm not finished questioning her.
Come on.
Next question. What's this about a promise? What did the mastermind order you to do? I was told to kill one of my friends. It suddenly felt like the temperature in the room had dropped 20 degrees. The weight of those
I
words...
see.
I see. So even now you take an aim on our lives.
Wrong. You're wrong.
You're wrong, I'm telling you. Sakura would never do that. You don't have to yell. We can hear you just fine. Don't you have an inside voice?
That's terrible.
It's because you're not listening to me.
Wait.
Please stop. You don't need to defend me anymore. I have to take full responsibility for this.
however,
How do you intend to do that? By destroying the mastermind. What? I'm going to challenge them. Even if it means we both go down, I will defeat them.
I'm sorry.
That is how I intend to take responsibility. Hold on, what do you mean if you both go down?
Hina.
Hina, I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this. What?
I'm sorry.
I didn't know what to do. I went back and forth about confiding in you again and again,
Well.
but I was scared. I thought if I told you, you might think less of me.
But
Sakura!
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Sakura turned away from us and left the gym. And then... nighttime! God damn it. Well, it's nighttime, we should all go to bed.
no way!
Hold on, this whole thing with Sakura
Don't
is
make me repeat
over.
myself.
She's our enemy, there's nothing more to discuss.
That's terrible!
No, Sakura is not our enemy!
Why?
Why? Why doesn't anyone understand her?
What?
What is it you think you understand? You didn't even know who she really was.
What is this?
That's...
Calm down.
Let it go for now, Hina. Talking about it isn't going to help anything.
Why?
But...
Anyway.
go to your room, cool down, we continue the discussion tomorrow. It was the worst. The mood at the end of the night was just the worst. Being in such an awful mood, we were honestly glad the day was over. Another day down, and we got a traitor in the mist. Sakura is the spy. She's the traitor. Byakuya said Sakura is the enemy, but he's wrong. She's not my enemy. She's my friend, without a doubt. But what can I do? What can I do to make everyone believe in Sakura? How? Oh boy. As long as you're human, there'll always come a point where you wish you could do things differently. Even a baseball player in the major leagues, even a soccer player touring Europe, even a famous singer who started her career as a backup dancer at a sketch comedy show. She makes a brilliant debut, but instead of going for more, she marries some third-rate actor and retires. Every human has regrets, has things they like to go back and change.
But I don't, 'cause I'm a bear.
I guess bears don't have regrets, chat. Yogi Bear, Winnie the Pooh, I guess they have no regrets.
Good.
I'm worried about Sakura, I need to hurry up and get to the dining hall. Let's fast travel there. Oh, I can't fast travel there. Lame. Are you still gonna not talk to me? Kyoko, good morning. Bye. Still ignoring me? Is she really mad at me? Bad, she's not just Kyoko. Ever since Monokuma's summer last night, the atmosphere around here has gone really heavy. I can almost feel it looming over us, weighing us down. Well, if nothing else, I need to patch things up with Kyoko as soon as possible. That was the thing I wanted to tell you. Makoto, you okay? What do you mean? You were late, so we were worried about you. What a dullard. Toko, Byakuya, what are you doing here?
What the heck?
They're taking refuge here. Refuge?
Such
Don't
ignorance.
make that stupid face. We have to protect ourselves against the Mastermind's tool. The Mastermind? Are you talking about Sakura? That's when I finally noticed the only one that wasn't in the dining hall was Sakura. Huh? Where is Sakura?
Stop
All
talking.
I know is if she were here, I wouldn't be. The only reason I went out of my way to join the rest of you was as a safeguard against that threat. Threat?
What is this?
Why do you hate her so much?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious because this makes things unfair? Unfair? The game should be fair to all players. The existence of a spy for the Mastermind upsets that balance.
What the heck?
That's a stupid reason.
What did you
Stupid?
say?
This is a life or death game, is it not?
That's terrible.
It is stupid. You're a stupid idiot.
Hey,
If we get too far into your argument, maybe you should stop and think things through. Why did the Mastermind reveal that Sakura was the spy to us?
What the heck?
They were getting revenge on her, right? Like Monokuma said, an eye for an eye.
however,
That may be part of it, but it's not the whole picture. Revealing that fact was also meant to serve as the next motive the Mastermind wanted to give us. The chaos and confusion born from suspicion, the hatred.
in other words,
This right here, the fighting, the bickering, is the trap the Mastermind laid for us. Knowing that, we still stand there and argue like children?
But
That's not what I'm trying to do, it's just... I mean, how can I get you guys to believe in Sakura again? Come in! I'll be back, chat. It's time for food. Food time. There we go. And boom. If she can really beat the Mastermind like she said, that'll go a long way in my mind.
what are you saying?
Idiot, you really ask her to do something so dangerous? What if something terrible happens to her? It wouldn't matter. What? If Sakura were to die, that's one less person for the mastermind to control. I have no problem with that. Hold on, Yakuya. If fact she did die, that would settle this entire issue, wouldn't it? It would put the whole problem to rest. Oh.
What the hell?
Did he really get
You
slapped?
disgust me. You're a monster. To say something like that, it should have been you. You should have been the one to die.
Oh.
What?
I should have died? Interesting. Then are you planning to take care of that yourself? Go ahead, try it if you dare. That's how it works here after all.
What is this?
You think I can't do it? Hina, calm down!
That's right.
It's exactly what the mastermind wants, and it's exactly what Sakura doesn't want. What's wrong? Lost your nerve? I'm leaving. I'll be in my room. Trembling with anger, Hina ran off. That stupid cow! How dare she? She should die 1,000 deaths, no, 1,000,000! So she was just another hysterical little girl. Hardly left my attention.
Just a second.
It's what other people call having feelings, Berkuya, and all you can do is mock them for it. What's wrong with that?
Hey,
A friendly word of warning, someday that attitude is going to come back and bite you. Hard.
I don't have time.
And I will happily elude this attempt. So, you know, how about we eat? Maybe now's not a good time.
You know?
Shit went down. Without a word, each of us left the dining hall. We head back to our rooms one by one. Phew. So what should I do today? Free time. Ooh, I'm gonna pick a hero for both encounters, mainly because there's not many others.
Huh?
Well,
Hey,
Makoto,
Makoto.
what's going on? I'll
Well?
spend some time. You want to go grab a bite to eat in the dining hall? I'll teach you where all the best power spots are. Power spots. Alright. Oh, I didn't even read that. Whoops. Her and I grew a little closer today. Give him a present. Why not? He does like a golden aeroplane. I'll give him that. Wow, such mysterious power. This is a true blue Upat. Okay. Makoto, the dawn of a new era draws near.
Yo.
Hey Makoto, what's up my brother and fellow mother lover? Oh god. Let's raise our semi-siblings up right, okay? Stop talking about that.
Oh,
So, you ready for the next round? Never! Actually, how do you do your fortune telling anyway? I saw you doing palm readings and stuff, and you didn't use any tools or anything. Wow, I didn't know you knew about divination tools. Sounds like you know your way about the spirit world. I'm not sure you need to know that much to know about those kind of tools.
Yo.
Now that I know you're an expert, I have a question for you. A correct answer gives you no discount. No thanks.
Could it be?
There are 22 cards known as the Major Arcana and 56 cards known as the Minor Arcana. Generally, the cards from the Major Arcana are used for divination. Do you know what I'm talking about? The Major and Minor Arcana and the Major Arcana cards are used to tell the future. That must be... Chat, I know this! Talking about tarot cards.
What?
Thanks, Persona! Ah, gloriously correct. I will now tell you a fortune for a measly 600 bones. Wow, really? It's something I never say. I had enough fortune to have one lifetime. I see. Well, if you ever change your mind, you know where to find me. Sure thing. Anyway, getting back to what I asked you about before. If you don't use any tools or whatever, how do you do your fortune telling?
Don't be mean.
But don't be fooled, I have my own techniques. For example, I employ numerology. Numerology?
Yo.
It uses a mathematical formula to predict the future based on birth dates, letter numbering, all that. But I don't see you doing anything like that either. Well, it's more of an inspirational style of fortune telling. Some kind of unknown power just acts through you and suddenly, BAM! You got the info. You're talking about intuition.
How about that?
Don't try to describe it using such a cheesy word. But if it's not intuition, then it's got to be some kind of supernatural power.
It's not like some
Don't
occult
compare my
mystery.
clairvoyance to some occult bull crap. I hate the occult. Take that crap somewhere else. You hate the occult?
Well,
Yep, now here's some good news. Act now and I'll throw in an extra bonus on your reading. I use white magic to record a CD of spirit messages I received from the luxury suite of heaven. 5 seconds of this baby and you'll be witnessing miracles and communing with angels for days. And you said you hate the occult?
what the heck?
Hey, business is business. The more I talk to him, the less I understand. Boom. And now I've got to talk to him again, chap. I should go hear his sales pitch and head back to my room for a while. I've got to talk to him again. Playtime, yep. I wonder where he is now. He's in the hallway. Which means he's down here somewhere. Oh, there you are.
According to the spirits,
I had a dream last night. I saw that the spirit world was going to flood us with energy and save us from this school
how
nightmare.
about that?
It's a prophecy. Take heart, my man.
You know?
Oh, I've got something I want to show you. I got the stigmata on my back.
Hey, come on.
It's a gift from the gods. Hero showed me a scar on his back, though I didn't really get what it meant. Alright, yes. He likes the globe as well. Yeah, you saying I could have this? All of a sudden I feel invigorated, I feel awake, I feel like I like you. Oh, that's good to know.
Well?
Hold on, chat. There we go. Hey Makoto, are you familiar with Kamata? It's a tiny little suburb in Tokyo, right? Yeah, I've heard of it. What about it? Well, don't tell anyone I told you this, but they appear there. What does? UMAs! UMAs are, I think... vermin. That's funny. I'm guessing it's cryptids. Talking about cryptids, right? Unidentified mysterious animals.
You know?
You got it, and it just so happens they've been appearing in little old Kamata. What kind of cryptids?
How about that?
The terrifying skyfish. In the west, they're usually just called rods. They can fly and they have a thin body and a big wide fin. They can move their fins in a wave pattern which lets them move faster than the naked eye can see.
Could it be?
You ever heard of the Anomalocaris? Some people think that's what the skyfish evolved from, and some others think they're an artificial life form, a genetically engineered military superweapon. Isn't that scary as hell? But what would they be doing in Tokyo and in Kamata, no less? Hold on, chat. I need to look at something real quick. Okay. It's all good, chat. Nobody knows, but I think they're dangerous. You know how close Kamata is to Haneda Airport, right? I don't want to wait till it's too late. I've been thinking I should call the airlines. They need to know there's a way to get rid of those damn skyfish, and I know what it is. As long as they pay my fee, I can keep things safe for them. That's what I'm going to tell them. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I see a lot of jail time in the future if you do. But isn't that like super occult? I just don't understand. Yay, more skill points. It's another end of the day. Skip over all that. Night time already? Tonight feels somehow uneasy. It's time to settle things with Sakura. Everyone's in a terrible mood. I just hope nothing happens tonight. Even before something happens tonight. Oh boy. There's crabs now! After I declined the offer to become a shrimp, the tech support lady just refused to drop the issue. Once the shrimp idea was dead, she came back suggesting I should become a crab instead. How much can one person love crustaceans? I said no, of course, and she shot back, okay, then how about to make you extra special, you can be a crab that walks sideways and backwards. But how's that any better? I don't want to go sideways or backwards, I want to go forward. I heard her annoyed sigh on the other end of the line, then she said, you just don't see the splendor of the crab. Have you ever heard the tale of the crab and the monkey? Of course I've heard of it, I know all about it, but so what? The crab beats the monkey, but it's just some legend, hardly relevant to our greed-obsessed modern society. Sure, monkeys still show up in movies and stuff from time to time, but not crabs. Monkey-themed clothes are sweeping the fashion world, but the crab doesn't stand a chance, right? Clearly you haven't listened to Crab Rave. What I'm saying is, crabs have no place in today's light-speed world. Do your market research, lady. Which is why I chose the always popular bear
And
image.
that's the secret origin story of Monokuma.
It was told in 2 parts. Also the giant enemy crab from that PS3 game or whatever. I know a beautiful
Good
day.
morning. Get ready.
I need to do something about Sakura. I better go to the dining hall and talk to the others about it one more time. Back to the dining hall. What? Huh? Well, that's the one screaming. I think it came from the dining hall. Oh boy, chap. Someone. Makoto, we've got a big problem, man. What's wrong? Look. Hero's finger shook as he pointed.
Hina!
Oh boy. Ugh.
Are you okay? What happened?
She killed her. Genocide Jill killed Hina!
Not killed her, but...
You've gotta be kidding!
No, she's not dead. Open your eyes, no way she's dead. Why, what's happened? Otoko and Hina, just all of a sudden, they were yelling, and then they knocked the pepper off the table. And that led to a sneeze?
You SOB!
Her giant balloons are a little too perfect, aren't they? I might be flat, but at least mine are real. And look at my shapely collarbone. Just totally set you on fire?
Totally
Anyway.
not adorable.
You're totally not adorable, boys. Just get her out of my sight, okay? Or else.
My beautiful scissors!
I'll start cutting and cutting and cutting and indulging myself for who knows how long. Okay then, let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Come on, hero, help me. Sure thing. Wee-oo, wee-oo. And that. And that. Genocide Jack's abrasive laugh chased us out of the room as we carried Hina away. Hina got attacked, huh? By the time Fish taking care of Hina's injury in the nurse's office, she seemed to have finally regained her composure.
Sorry.
Thank you. Are you sure you're feeling better? Yeah, it really was just a scratch. But still, that was super close. If I hadn't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know. Yes, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir. So sarcastic. That just makes you sound even more hostile. Hey, Hina, what the heck happened? Oh, and we just got into a fight, and I lost my temper and threw off the handle. Let me guess, the fight was because of Sakura? At first, I tried to just ignore it. If you let jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have time left to live your life. But she wouldn't let it go, so I just, without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like a dozen times.
You're serious?
A dozen punches isn't really without thinking. And when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got let loose, right?
Sorry.
It's my own fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she was saying all these terrible things about my friend, you know? For I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, the door to the nurse's office burst open. I thought the floor door was going to fly off its hinges. And there she stood before us.
Hina.
Oh. Sakura! You're hurt. What happened?
Huh?
Oh, nothing. It's not a big deal.
Hey!
Makoto, Hero, what's the meaning of this? It wasn't me. It was Genocide Jill. It's all that demented murderous fiend's fault. She's powering up.
Damn.
It's hurt Hina. Damn you! To leave me alone but hurt her. What is this?
How dare you!
What is this? Yeah. I'm okay, really. It's just a scratch. It's powering up again.
No forgiveness!
Unforgivable.
I can't forgive this!
Oh dear. Hero, if you want to hate someone, hate me. But if you want to hurt someone, hurt me. I don't hate you exactly.
I can't forgive this!
Why? S. Somebody save me. Hero nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office. But just a second later, what's going on?
Hey.
What's all this noise about? Kyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hero's spot in the room.
See?
I gathered that something happened. Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura.
Wait.
You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm drawing a line right here and now. Drawing a line?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Wait, Sakura! Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were... Oh boy. The most awkward. Kyoko? Are you still mad? Yeah, I figured.
That's fine.
It's fine. Huh? About that issue we discussed earlier, it doesn't matter anymore. Then do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it?
In other words...
You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could have talked to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's what you didn't tell me, right? Yeah. Think like that?
I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you.
Jesus! What?
Because...
Ultimately, that means you don't trust me. No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
It's fine, I've already forgotten about it. Besides,
And
I may have overreacted. Huh?
Anyway,
it's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it. Okay, thank you. I agree. Just move on. That issue we discussed doesn't matter anymore. I just want to talk to you about something else. What is it you want to talk to me about?
Indeed.
Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there. Where?
So...
Just come with me and you'll find out. I guess, but...
Shall we go?
Well then, shall we get going? With her typical indifference, as Kyoko turned and walked away, saying at a brisk pace. Ah, Kyoko! I hurried to catch up to her. She walked ahead in silence. In the silence I chased her, and eventually we arrived. Ooh. The dressing room? So there's something else you mentioned.
Indeed.
That's right, it has to do with alter ego. But you said we didn't need alter ego anymore.
Wrong.
I didn't say we didn't need him, I just said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that needs alter ego, he has business with us. Huh?
Right.
Alter ego asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently he has something he wants to ask us. Alter ego wants to ask us something? The laptop, I guess. Hello. Hello. Oh, so it's just the two of you, Kyoko and Makoto? Makoto, I should say. Kyoko's fingers glide across the keyboard. Is two not enough? No, it's okay. Two should be plenty. What is it he wants to ask us?
Indeed.
Let's find out, shall we? Kyoko typed in the question. What did you want to ask us? Oh yes, so I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school network.
What?
What? Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, why? Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here, saying I've finished my work, I don't want that.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here.
That's right.
That's what Master would want too. So to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of this school,
That's
the
right.
only way I can help is if you connect me to the school network. But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the mastermind would find out about it. They find you and you'd agree, right, Kyoko?
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be, but still I have to do this.
but
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still.
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed, too admirable, too fragile.
Hey,
You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right? Yeah.
certainly.
I talked to alter ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that alter ego is our friend. Kyoko.
I...
To be honest, I didn't want alter ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the mastermind really will notice it. But
Makoto.
let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect alter ego to the network. But
Hey,
he's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says that he wants to fight alongside his friends.
now.
If you were in this place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend.
So,
Are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't.
I want to believe in myself.
Hell yeah. I want to be able to say I know I can do this.
Leave it to me.
But please, let me try.
Listen.
Besides, there's one place where the mastermind might not notice. One place.
That's right.
Remember? There's another place beside here where there's no surveillance camera. Room without surveillance camera. The secret room. That's it, the secret room you told me about. I definitely remember there was no surveillance camera in there. And I do believe you can connect to a network from there. I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall. But do you have a cable?
However,
Just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We'll also have to move alter ego and the mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right.
That's what we have to
Despite
do.
all that, I still think we need to try.
correct.
Because that's our best chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko. In that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you can hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it.
It's true.
Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So then,
Then let's get started. It's going to be a little cramped for you, alter ego. Bear with us, okay? Alright, Alright, we started packing them up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket. It tickles. Shh, can't talk right now. We're going to move you to another room. Until we get there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay? Understood, your command has been implemented. Good. Don't react like a machine like that all of a sudden. I didn't know how to react. Also, apparently I guess he can hear our voices even though all the previous times we had to type our stuff in.
Makoto.
In the secret room there are a bunch of different cables on one of the desk drawers. There might be a network cable in there.
However,
Assuming the mastermind hasn't taken it already, well, what we can do is go and check for ourselves.
it's true.
Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. It's on the second floor, right? Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, Makoto.
why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go, and to make sure you don't run off, I'm gonna wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was so forceful, I thought I made her mad against her.
Just a second.
Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going.
So then,
And be thorough. I'm counting on you. It took a second. It's like, oh, is she mad at me again? Oh no, she's just acting. Okay, first we have to find a network cable. In the desk! According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. Found it! It's a network cable, right? Now we just have to connect Alter Ego. I immediately got to work, pulled that laptop and connected to the Ethernet port with the cable. And that should do it. Yeah, I think it works. Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please just wait a little while longer. Just hold tight and put your faith in me. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here, you and all the rest of us, as friends. Friends? Even me?
Thank you.
Thank you, Makoto.
Makoto.
How'd it go? Well, it went okay, but all the documents were gone, just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. Then there's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore that much, was sure. Kyoko!
What?
Yes? So we're just gonna split up?
Why is that?
Of course, I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Maybe, but isn't that a little too direct?
Whew.
Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I just have more I want to talk to you about. Like, what are you going to do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done, it's true.
However,
But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. Then what should we...
So-
If we can find some new clue that would likely change the situation, that's all we can hope for right now. Which is why Alter Ego.
Correct.
All we can do is wait and believe in our friends. You're right. That's our only option. And there we go, chat. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. I'm kind of tired, so I lay down in bed. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving Alter Ego, but I was way more tired than I realised. So before long at all, sleepy sleeps. I had completely dozed off. Ooh, someone at the door. Huh? Oh boy. Sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back into the real world. Who's at the door?
Makoto.
Makoto, get out of here. Get out of here. Kyoko, what's going on? Hina just came to see me and she was white as a ghost. It sounds like something's happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. Oh no. Makoto, Kyoko! Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There's a window in the rec room door and I hurried to look inside, and when I did... Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in a chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey,
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
Huh?
I was just walking past and happened to notice her through the window, but I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond. So what should we do? What are we going to do?
anyway.
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
Listen to me.
We're going to force our way in. I just said
Wrong.
the door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Huh? Then why?
It would seem...
Feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair? Chair?
In other words...
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. And there's no problem if we break in.
Indeed.
Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll go get someone to break it with. Wait right here. Oh, is she dead? Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure. Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. But that silence didn't last long. Here! I found a broom in the classroom. Use it!
Makoto.
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Please.
Come on, please, hurry! Okay, you two, stand back! I took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could. Aiming directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window. I started adjusting the chair leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I could just... I pushed on it with all my strength and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran out to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her... She's dead. Sakura's fucking dead. Oh my god. All I felt was cold death. She's dead. No blood, that means poison, surely. All I felt was cold death. I felt any last lingering warmth of the living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body, and then... Body's been discovered.
A body had been discovered after a certain amount of time, which you
Got
may
another
use
dead body.
however you like. The class trial will begin.
Deadly life. All-star apologies. Chat. Another death has been committed. Huh?
Sakura's...
I'm sorry.
Sakura's dead. She's really dead.
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I can only look on at Sakura's dead body. Hina, I'm sorry. We didn't make it in time. This happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wonder, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead? Checking for a pulse or reaction? I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room, and I... Why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I can say. I repeat it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone.
What?
Ogre?
Yes.
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed? I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means. Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault.
It was one of you! Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, one of you killed Sakura. What?
What?
You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation? I don't even need to investigate anything, because you hated her. You hated the sight of her. One of you did it. I know it. You know it? Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on.
Isn't that obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the Monokuma file!
Another one! Don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that, Hold on. There's something I want to ask you. Huh? It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Say what?
Uh-huh. Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again and then...
In other words...
Then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to her most regrettable and without even getting the chance to finish things with me.
Phew.
Which, thank God for that, it saved me the trouble having to go through with our little fight. Because even someone like me, that would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
Hey!
I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her. So I don't know who it was, but whoever the Blacken is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one? Oopsie, before you get all pissy potty at me, you better figure out who did it first.
Shing!
'Cause I mean, your lies are on the line, right? That.
What is this?
What the hell? He owes him one? I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, for one, I'm glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. And let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. Hina? I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay, then Hina is guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
what?
Me? You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. And it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is, Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene.
Huh?
What?
It's your fault!
One of you killed Sakura.
I won't forgive you.
I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. It appears further discussion will be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all
I
clear.
won't ask you to let all of us in. Just let me. What? You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Yep.
Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hiro? Do you really object? If you're going to go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear.
And it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request. But
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura.
Correct.
For those of us still alive and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
listen.
That's not fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone, keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
Listen to me.
all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura, it's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's a kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. In the words of the great Shia LaBeouf. Better check the Monokuma file for anything else. Victim was Sakura Ogami. Time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. Body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. There was a strong blow. Seems at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. It doesn't seem like there is. There's no blood there. Oh, there's blood in the background.
Hey,
I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
so...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through, and that door had been jammed shut with a chair from inside the rec room, which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in and out until we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
In other words...
In other words, this is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. Could it really happen in real life, and right before our very eyes like this?
Hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime first, then through some special method, seals the room. So it involves some sort of trick involving the blocking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when a locked room already exists before the crime is committed.
In
Oh.
other words...
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from the outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun, you shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
However...
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door simply doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, they would probably cross that one off the list.
It's true.
Third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other
They
words...
stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
It's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a
In
locked
other
room.
words-
By that I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere in this room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Then you think we could cross that one off too?
Indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are four possibilities. Then Kyoko, which of these 4 choices seems the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room until I figure out the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can for Sakura, if nothing else. Examine the damn dead body. Sakura drew a last breath, sitting slumped forward in the chair. The blood's red. Unless that's a broken thing. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what would kill her, but according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what had caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? No chance. Peculiar.
That's fine.
However, your eyes are landed on a most interesting location. Interesting.
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Wrapper. Wrapper the wrapper. This is like some kind of wrapper. Ah, that's... Do you recognise it, Hina?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So I gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else can get their hands on them. You really like them that much?
I mean...
I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try them for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they've lost all their flavour. Hina. Oh no. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura's sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. The mystery. Oh, there's something else on the ground in the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Okay. Weird. Blood. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Bottle. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. Oh, they all have figures in them. Inside each bottle there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how do they get those figures inside the bottles? Magic.
So...
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? You never seen that? Oh, yeah, maybe I have.
in other words...
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. The Monokuma bottle's sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass would probably started off as a bottle, which means Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass in the Monokuma figure are evidence of that, so I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Locker. Oh, it's open. The locker's open, and now on the inside, it's a handprint?
Why?
What's a handprint doing there? Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
It looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not?
Hey.
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? The locker was already open. Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at this point.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then... what does this handprint mean? Jesus. Ooh, what's this? There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So...
it looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can... it's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the chem lab had all kinds of health stuff, so she must have gotten this from the chem lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. What is?
Hey.
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be part of the window I broke to get inside.
Correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it. Oh, whoops. What does that matter?
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it will become an important clue later on. Important clue? I'm not sure I see how... Well, I think it kind of is. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Door. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened of course when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because this chair was shoved up against it. Let's get the doorknob from turning. That's not a doorknob, that's a handle. That's a door handle. And the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Boom. Speak to Hina. Oh gosh.
What the heck?
Already know, did it? Yakura, Toko, or Hira. I had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. And let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right in here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me, she said she left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon? Monokuma father said she died right round then. Telling you the truth, I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her by force even, this never would have happened. Ina. Impossible not to have regrets, I know. Alright, but the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying, it might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Well, we'll start off with you then.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. What fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Yakura said he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Alright. I guess I missed something. 4 red balls line a shelf, yeah.
So...
I guess I'm missing something, but that's interesting. Oh, maybe I got to talk to Kyoto.
However...
But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
It's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how's the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her.
Listen.
Well, okay, have you finished your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then...
And you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I decided you'll go in my place. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right, I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. I can leave. Those 2 other 2 probably went back to their rooms. Let's find Toko's room. I press the doorbell. Ding dong. And after a few seconds... Oh boy. Huh? Who's there? Oh. Ah, the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
What do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something? Yes. I want to talk about the fact that Sakura asked to meet with you. What?
Well...
I don't know what you're talking about. Hercule already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master 2? I just said 2, didn't I? I guess that's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but I don't really believe her. Until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? Then go back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Alright. And then one more. Leon, Master Hero. Press the doorbell. After a few seconds. What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yes. I love that stock sound effect. Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How do you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Oga told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that? Oh, well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, no, she
How about that?
She gave it to me in person. She happened to mention the others, like in passing. I'm gonna be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura.
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
Last time I saw Oga was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look
I haven't
at me.
seen her since then. Well, I'm here. Could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. First feeling around his pockets.
Hey,
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. When he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hira's pockets. Huh?
What?
Quick as the wind, Hira snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogo asked to meet with me, but I never went. So have you excuse me? While waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that it was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Pocket trash. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I don't have to look at the actual crime scene again. But on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein chem we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start? Chem lab it is. I pressed the wrong buttons. Oh bloody he's here. Of course he is.
What?
Kurt, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was yes, sir, I understand. Broken bottle on the right. Oh. No, that's what I wondered. It's our first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. More important right now. What's that powder that's been spilt in front of the shelf? I'd be careful not to step in it. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? Looks like the bottle with the label on it, Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled.
So, in other words...
That's right, it can only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Yay. Powder! There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor, better not leave a footprint. Cabinet A. Let's see, what's on this shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labelled with the letter A and a number, so I guess I can consider this part as shelving unit section A. Huh, but wait! There's one bottle here that's labelled Chem C9. Someone put it here on accident. So on this shelf it looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh? What, you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suit you well. I didn't even see that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labelled with a letter B and a number, so I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here, in which case I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. Yeah, there's footprints here. These are footprints? And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, you handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go, chop chop. Okay. So I got to work for long, I drawn up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad? For you, I mean. For me?
See.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be...
It's certainly
Makoto,
possible.
are they yours? No?
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. Couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Baku said. I see, your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately, but with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints are a really valuable clue. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labelled Chem C4. Also looks like someone left these footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. On this shelf is one look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labelled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit section C. I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. What concerns me is that in Section A there was a bottle with a label from Section C. What was the part of the poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab, maybe we should take another look around the rec room. And that we will. Map! I said the word, I said the word, I said map!
Hey,
So Makoto, how's your investigation going? Tokyo Toko and Hiroha told me.
I see.
I see, so along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too inconvenient, someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway.
Well, I made some progress on my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time. Alright, give me a second, chat. I've got to test my blood sugar levels. I can do that right now. Already washed my hands. It's all good. I hope you're all doing well, chat, on this Wednesday. It's quite warm where I am. Thankfully not nearly as warm as it was last Friday, but still warm, and apparently it'll only be for one day again before it turns cooler again because the UK can't make up its mind on the weather. Then again, that's always been the case, so what a surprise. So yeah, on Friday you shouldn't hit a fan, in theory. But you know, things can happen. Things can change at any moment. I'm predicting a 6 from this one. Oh, 5.9. I was close. I was close, chat, but not close enough. It was a 5.9. So 5.9 is good. Anyway, pop that in there, pop that over there, pop that back. Let's get a swig of drink and then we'll look at the things that Kyoko told us to look at. Let's do it. The 4 bottles. I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new, something new.
Hey.
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention, you're sure to find it. They're all holding chess pieces. Hey, Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
So...
I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. It's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer? I do trust you to a degree, otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree.
Hey.
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm me. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
Anyway...
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
So then...
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. Yeah, Kyoko left the room! I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up, sorry to keep you waiting.
So then...
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words...
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass collected and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
Listen.
First, let's compare the weight of 2 of the normal Monokuma bottles. Same weight. It's balanced, which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same and nothing else could really affect the weight.
So then...
Now here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
So then...
Okay, let's give it a try. Ooh. Well, there's a bag, but still. Broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought.
In
What?
other words...
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles, put it all together,
Hey.
and I believe you'll arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. I don't know, because I'm dumb. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
Just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Yeah, I know, but
Hey.
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? Oh, thanks for following, Lima Fanatic. Thank you very much. Hopefully you enjoyed this stream and all future streams as well. There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still sometimes... I believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you...
So...
I imagine it's because I had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, look here. Her shoes?
Correct.
You see the yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Yep.
Hey.
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
It's true.
Actually, even telling you, that's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain.
It would seem...
It appeared that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Thanks. Can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Magazine stand is the last thing to look at. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Huh? This magazine's upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey.
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is... Oh, it has Toko's name on it. One of the pages near the center of the magazine, the word had been written in bold bloody letters. It said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
Correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this?
So...
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
However...
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it.
What the heck?
Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Exactly. We've done this 3 times now. Every single time it's not the obvious. There's something else at play. There always is. Oh, there it is.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial.
The class trial.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Let's do it. It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, whatever happens, I have to make something happen. In we go, chat. Another trial. God, there's not a lot of people in here. Monokuma made his announcement and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then, of course, it's you again. The ultimate martial artist. Another emoji. Locked room murder mystery. What's all the emojis? What the? Oh, I just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Oh, yep. Thanks for confirming that, Monokuma. I'm surprised we were able to read them. But they were before. They were there before. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive. I'm dead inside.
Yes,
For
indeed.
example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body, XD. This is just plain creepy.
Well,
How about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? Oh, crying face. He's right, it does make it seem sad.
I can't wait.
Now then, please get on the elevator. Oh god. I'll see you all down. Oh my fucking god. It's normal Discord speak. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me.
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean.
I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura, is one of us. She's stronger than anyone I know, and yet someone killed her. And that person is here? That person is one of us? Alright, on the elevator. I just want to get the trial started, so, Still about Turk, I feel like I've been further and further away from my goal. I can feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. Kind of still prison in total silence. I don't want to get the trial started so I don't have to read anymore. We watched the doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. God, the elevator just looks more and more empty. There's only 6 of us. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunky sounds. It fell lower and lower, and suddenly, as always, the ride was over and your meal is ready. The doors open once again. Ooh, another redecorating. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. Say that it's not your fault we're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again, or will the school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. That line, every time. Here's the time limit for each phase. Well, I got like a massive time limit, so sure. Let's do it. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
I think I know how this is gonna begin.
We already know who did it.
Whoa, deja vu.
Yep.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your
boy.
stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of those 3 is the killer, but she must have some reason for believing that. Let's do it. Always account. God, there's so many dead people.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
No, that's wrong. Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those 3 killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all 3 of them. And does that mean one of them did it? Oh boy. Make your argument. Pocket trash.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all 3 of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw.
No, that's wrong.
No, it's wrong.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's
Ever since we got into
Oh,
the
boy.
warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
So I must have got it sometime before then.
But what Hiro said can't be right, because Sakura could only have gotten candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is When Sakura got that candy.
I got it! I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Boom.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was...
Oh boy.
Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. Got a problem with that?
Wow.
Sudden hostility.
Well, we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
He
You're
is.
acting incredibly suspicious.
Dusty.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What would a shining message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood.
Ooh, how did he know that?
It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it.
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
Oh boy.
Just don't know when you're beat, do you?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime.
That is
so
true.
It's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh? Hold on. When Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was on the magazine shelf.
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true,
Dun, dun,
then what Hiro
dun.
just said doesn't really make sense.
Oh
does
boy.
it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
Hiro's looking very suspicious. There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found a dying message during the investigation, in which case that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. Oh boy. Magazine dying message. Hiro's looking very suspicious, but it's too
I
early.
can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Sure it does. He said he saw the dying message when he first found the body, but at that time, where was the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
No, it's wrong.
Boom.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell
Oh
us
boy.
the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
Vienna sausage.
Just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Oh boy. Without a doubt? No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. The moment of truth.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest.
Final strike.
Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
I think that'll prove it.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
That's
Hiro
interesting.
could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
Oh no. You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh, sure, thanks.
And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me.
I don't
Boil
think
me.
that's
Do
entirely
whatever you
true,
want.
though.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain, and until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
So what is it that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? What he would have had to do after writing the message, it doesn't make sense. Why the magazine was hidden?
I got it! That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
Oh.
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
Ooh.
Who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
So it was Toko. Someone who wouldn't like what had been written as only one choice.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Exactly.
Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait! But more important, that doesn't even matter! We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it!
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt
Ooh.
Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case
Yeah, I
ends.
doubt a ball in the head would kill
What do you mean?
Sakura.
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious! That's just... I don't believe it!
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So... what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but... okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer, and I have to prove that. That's what I'm thinking, there's more to it.
want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
Boom.
No, it's wrong.
So there were 2 blows to the head.
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma
So there's
bottle.
another Monokuma
Hold
bottle.
on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves.
There's
There's
2
something
missing
very
gaps.
suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
Dun dun
For
dun.
now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy.
The chess
If
pieces
you look at
inside,
what the
right?
bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
They're all different chess pieces. The pawns, there's the rook. Is that the queen there on the right or the king? I think there's a bishop in the middle. Which means the knight and the other one, king or queen, has been removed. I think it's a queen. Correlation between the Monokuma bottles feel like it's starting to become clear. A connection must be, it's the object that the Monokuma figure inside each bottle is holding. Chess piece. Oh, we have to start with C. E. S. E. Need another E. There we go.
Now I understand.
Boom.
That's it. The chess pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So someone took the queen.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene. Well, one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Shogi's just Japanese chess.
Wait,
Chess.
no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Wait, the ball that was missing, it was excited.
I got it! The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Oh,
That's
the fact
right.
it was heavier.
We found evidence that shows
That
there was more
some
than just
parts
one
of the
broken bottle at the scene.
some parts of the other bottle
What is
got
this
in there.
evidence?
Was it a single broken bottle, and the evidence proved that is Kyoko and I figured out before. It was the experiment.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were
Two
actually
bottles?
broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by Sakura's second attack.
I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
Oh boy.
And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
That
I'm
is
not afraid
true.
to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it.
I like how,
so
I like how he
went to the
calls that
rec room
Ogre.
early. Yeah, so I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all
Oh,
about it.
Toko must have hidden the locker.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
She was in the locker.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Whoa. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room, and I have it. She left it there for everyone to find. Oh, new elements. We had the bullet time battles. Sure, let's hear more. So far, you've probably been using the Y button used during your final strike without a second thought. From now on, you're going to have to pay a little more extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. You'll select it the same way as during the non-stop debate. Simply press the left bumper. Who do you think the killer is? Well, we figured it's one of 3. And Byakuya is probably not it because he's just that sort of person. So it's down there, Hiro and Toko. But we both determined that they've struck her at least once, so maybe there's something else to it. You're selected the same as during the non-stop debate, simply press the left bumper. Also, like debate, if your logic difficulty is set to kind, you have fewer bullets to choose from. But educational purposes, it's going to pretend you're set to mean regardless. Just this once, okay? Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you! Oh, I'm only halfway? Cool. Well then, good luck and have fun. Apparently that's halfway, according to the game.
It's a lie. I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! That's enough!
That one.
This should prove it.
Also found out that Danganronpa was released like a year and a half after 2 on Steam.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does his handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then. Let's just compare it to your hand, shall we?
That might be the case.
That'll clear everything up.
We'll see how that goes. Oh.
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura!
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
I like how she like just admits it after bloody Byakuya's like, please just say it.
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note,
Again.
I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know
She must
what
please
she
master.
might do
Yes,
if I
she
didn't
must.
let them go. But I was too scared to face her head on, so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after you left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
Yes.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around,
Oh no.
there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me.
She's powering up.
When I saw all that blood, I fainted. Right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Oh, you mean... There we go.
Guess who's back?
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Oh
Just
boy.
answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories, so I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see...
Sakura again.
Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem!
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
That's good. Keep talking about that, and Hina's
Well
gonna...
then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
Has your opinion of Byakuya changed? He's still a dick. He's still like colossal, like, dick. I thought for sure you have some words for Hero on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right?
Do you
Let's
like
do
him a
this.
little more? Not so sure. I think there's something more to his character, but there's something more better than just being a giant douche, but I guess we'll see how it goes.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd? Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... Bow, bow, bow.
I was
Stasis
just
of
sleeping
Sakura's
peacefully,
body.
and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
No, that's wrong.
But she ended up on the chair.
Found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That has to be it. The evidence that proves there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf. That was a bloodstain.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But...
Plus,
But-
the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in
Nope.
the locker again.
So she just hid in there? Till
Nope.
everyone showed up and opened the door?
Incorrect.
While everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
Incorrect.
I don't think that's possible.
The reason is the way Toko was hiding in the locker is because I saw it for myself.
I got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else would have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
So neither of them killed her. Could we really be missing something so important? If there's another possible explanation, maybe it's... Bum 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 bum. Banger alert, banger alert. Monokuma file number 4.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
No, that's wrong.
Break! Because I'm about to break.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
I think I'm starting to get it, chat.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely,
Poison?
Sakura was poisoned.
Yep.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees!
God damn it, stop simping for him.
She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an
I
entire
have one
bottle.
later. Thanks.
But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections.
It was in Section A,
B,
Chuck.
and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Bottle of poison Byakuya just showed us. I'm sure I know where he got it. It was on the same shelf as all the supplements. I'm positive. Bam.
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do is stand there and watch. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was calm as ever. He drunk the
That
protein.
tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
He drank the
I'm
protein.
talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. Stretched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Oh look, poison was actually filled with protein powder. Which would mean that conversely, the poison must have been... Could it be? Protein drink! Oh god, that's a lot of letters. I need a D. Thank you. Oh, damn it. Okay. There we go. We got it.
Now I understand.
Yeah. Shoot the letters.
Poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched, so the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Ooh, something at the scene, a protein drink.
I got
A
it!
cup for the water.
You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was
The
left in the
footsteps,
chem lab
yeah.
for anyone to see.
The evidence that shows who switched them has to be, it must be what we found in front of the shelf. The Brits and the powder!
I got it!
It's like Panic at the Disco.
Footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
Oh.
It was me.
Oh.
The footprints. They're mine.
What?
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Oh no.
Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
What? Okay, now what?
Just as I suspected.
What the hell?
The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it.
Okay, never mind.
And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Sneakers here, the only people wearing sneakers here are Makoto and Hina.
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Yep. These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No! Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
Makes it easy, doesn't
That's
it?
likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us.
Oh,
I have
goodness.
to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then...
Hold it! I'm not convinced.
Oh.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them, not a person
Kyoko thinks there's
alive
more
who
to it.
sacrifice themselves for another.
I like
In
Kyoko.
the end, we're all in it for ourselves, just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Wait.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
Well, yes.
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious. Too easy.
He's right.
Ooh.
It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail?
Yeah, I have a feeling Hina is not exactly
Tell us
guilty
more
either.
about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please. I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder. And that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that
I
had
think
the
I
poison
know
in it
what the
and
thing
left
is,
the
chap.
room.
There was only footprints in front of Section A. If she was saying what she's saying is true, there would have been some in front of Section C.
But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A.
Got it,
Do I
chap.
have that
Nailed
correct?
it.
Yeah.
If that's true, isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Until we figure it out. Until I cover the full truth of this case. I'm gonna stick it right in Byakuya's fucking face. Get fucking stomped on.
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C.
No, it's wrong. You said you went to get the poison from Section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just said.
Boom.
What?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I left a footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well...
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Well, you see...
Let her go upside down!
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account. Before
He's getting
I
flustered,
explain
I love it.
I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
I like Kyoko even more now.
Just say it already. What is it you think you found?
I found this.
Huh? A piece of glass?
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle, and the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder.
Maisie didn't ingest the
I
glass.
couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then, Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Huh? Me?
There is something.
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
Shard of light blue glass Kyoko found in the bottle of poison. I think I remember now. I broke some in the same shade of blue. The rec room window.
I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
Yeah, we smashed it to get
The
in.
window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question.
How did it get
How
there?
did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? According to what Hina told us, Section A of the shelf.
I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can.
Protein can.
After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay then,
Oh.
that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
The reason she could say that is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened. Empty protein drink. This is getting even
When it
more
comes to
interesting.
that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was...
Boom.
No, that's wrong. You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just
There was
scattered
some under.
around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
Oh.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or
It was
tripped
you!
over it,
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a
Wait.
locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
if that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the
She
protein.
willingly drunk it.
That's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its
She
original
committed suicide.
bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison.
She committed
You're
suicide.
saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing.
Interesting.
We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room had to have been
I got it!
Sakura herself.
I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poison.
She dropped the
You're
thing.
lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. Now to hit Hina with it, I have to make her accept it. The powder! The spilled powder! Another one of these, huh?
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Do you have any kind of proof, Sakura?
This should prove it.
Oh, look how shocked she is.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain
Oh, yeah,
yellow
that too.
powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura.
Oh boy.
And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
One that killed Sakura, the connection between Sakura and the poison, the unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. It was Sakura herself. I went the wrong way.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying It was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room. And she drank it, all so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
She locked herself in there.
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you?
Hina, goddammit.
When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door because you already knew Sakura was dead, and because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle.
And she went to go get the others.
I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
Yep.
You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it?
Oh,
Once
Hina.
you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
I got everyone. Yep. Oh, she's dead. Sakura's been killed, I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body.
That is true,
the
yeah.
Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
Yep.
No! I killed her! I did it!
Come
It's
on.
enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. You have to end this properly.
Closing statement time. Byakuya looking at Sakura's note. Toko standing in front of the open locker. Broken glass with knight chess piece. Toko written in blood on magazine. Toko peeking out from the locker. That was back here, wasn't it? Yep. Magazine upside down in the rack. I think it was this one. Broken glass with queen chess piece. Sakura's bloody hand holding Chem C9 bottle. Chem C9 bottle being put into pocket. That's Chem A2. Protein bottle Chem A2 on it coming out of the pocket. That one.
Here's exactly what happened.
Boom! Let's do it.
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, Those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Into the locker she goes.
And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room.
It doesn't change the fact that
Next to
bloody
her
Hiro
was
and Toko committed assault, but, you know.
When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name.
Toko.
Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others.
Upside down, of course.
But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down.
Dun dun.
Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out.
Smack! Another one! Another one!
And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece.
But she left some of
That
this
explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive.
Because of course
So
she'd
then,
be.
What was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath.
Maybe she wanted to talk, but seeing how those 2 like
Later
attacked
on,
her.
the
No,
rest of
no,
us
because she had the
discovered that
poison
her body
already,
was
didn't
in
she?
there.
That was probably her intentional all along.
We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort?
Hina! Makoto looks so despondent.
That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's
There's
what you don't
feelings as
understand.
well.
And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, It'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Boom! Byakuya got roasted. Needed that. He needed some humility, chat. Ooh, a lot of points. How many coins did I get? 112! That's a lot of coins. I like how they're called medals, but they're actually coins. Whatever.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be
Sakura was her own
blackened?
blackened.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadful
No punishment
wrong
time, that
one?
means.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
No punishment time, because Sakura's already dead.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire existence!
Okay, we're done here. So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. There's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet, why did you do that?
Don't be mean.
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why
You should have been the one to die.
I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean you were going to take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes. For serious? That's...
What is
You
this?
still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate, so instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's... I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jacket attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me...
I can't forgive this!
My closest friend got hurt. Sakura...
I...
Because of me, my friends are all gonna kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault. Which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't! Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry, I just want to talk to them.
But,
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you... Hina, please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
Oh wow. Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
why?
And yet... That did happen. You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her. Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what a suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
Hina, you came. Wait right there, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
Huh? I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
I like some protein. Could I ask you to... Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. That's when I realized I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could, but by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura!
Please.
Let me in! Please open the door!
Why?
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 That. Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. I didn't even realize it. You know, we killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't even able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey! Hey!
Sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what a suicide note meant?
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking, because her and me...
In other words...
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
Yes, indeed!
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really... like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course!
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But Hina already...
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
Huh?
What then? You lied to me?
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now,
I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. Didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut.
And?
So then, what did she write in a real suicide?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic and angelic harmonic narrator voice.
Hey!
You know, have you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, jeez. Talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go. Ahem. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
See, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it.
Why is every other line voiced? Why aren't all lines voiced?
That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive. I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything...
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
Oh boy. That's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret.
She
I've
becomes
made my
Sans when she
decision.
gets angry. Her eyes go blue.
I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal a secret which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic, or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The Mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control, and to fulfill that obligation I decided to do as the Mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is...
Myself. If the Mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
Friends! Friendship is magic, chat. And Sakura realized that, and she ended up killing herself. That's actually kind of dark. Shit. I was trying to make it all like lighthearted, and it's like, oh wait, she killed herself because she was like, oh, I see you all as my friends, so I'm gonna commit Sudoku. Oh no. I never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel concerned. She didn't die hating us. She wanted to stop us from fighting to protect us?
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
it was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path I have chosen, this is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. I'm guessing that's why Monokuma swapped it out, because he didn't want it to be that easy. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible.
God damn it, Sakura, why do you have to do this?
Whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else.
Sakura was a true homie to the end.
No matter what, just survive.
We'll miss you, Sakura. We'll miss you.
But...
I didn't understand how she felt, not at all. I thought we were close and still.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all that meddling was like totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Because she made us remember we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well?
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either.
Ooh.
Huh? Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered, because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What? What do you want?
What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go.
How strange.
Anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that. Ah, lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game, which is why I am bowing out of the game. Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others are cast offside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement, which is why I'll no longer be participating in it.
What?
What's going on here? Now I have only one thing to look forward to,
all clear.
and that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does this mean? Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking. Where a master goes, I go, and if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone!
Hey,
Well, now you can say that Sakura's death had no meaning. How boring. Nothing good could come of this. I'm still going to be the one having the fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time? Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstab and get back on track.
You want me to punish you guys?
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time!
What?
Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna...
But
Is it me?
Wrong!
Oh, heavens no. Just because the Blackened is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whoever old student I want. Did I tell you? I'm very particular about the Bear Times 1 rule.
Listen up!
I spent so much preparing my special punishment, I'd be ashamed to let it go to waste. So for my special punishment, I prepared a special guest. Special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got!
Oh, there is a punishment
It's
time.
Punishment time!
Who? Who is it? Well, that's unfortunate. You!
Oh no!
Suck, man. You turned into a mangled hunk of junk. Phew, that really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at. And I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, broiled, give me a break. The colour, the smell, the succulence, grilled is where it's at. Well, I realise how dangerous it could be, but still I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just an inhuman AI, but it's true, so it's okay. It's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. And Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up from my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend! How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
Oh, you were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Shut the hell up! He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend! And you killed him! Is this what you call animism, where a soul dwells within all things, even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. I was trying to find things out, all sneaky.
just as I thought.
So, you finally noticed him.
Actually...
Finally? No. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all going to play out from the start. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
Yep.
Well, I mean, the data on that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you. Or maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey!
So of course I didn't care if you got access to that. The sneaking into the network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us, he wanted to help at the risk of his own life, and for that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better.
Very nice.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing, it makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everyone who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this. Holy moly, you're super mad, like just unreasonably upset.
Well...
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yeah, there's still a bit more left of Sakura's note. Huh? Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go. Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly. One other thing, Hina, there's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. What a clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, and so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we've been hip deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise. The book club is dismissed for today. Well, you can't just stop at the most important bit. It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even friggin' know, huh?
You guys?
That's the whole point, stupid, is to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. I could never let you greaseballs have it. But...
Too bad.
Sucks for you, loser. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line and a note. And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what. And that's seriously it. Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die? She'll fight you? Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say?
Well?
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try and get some rest, you know? And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long. Think hard. Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message? Her last clue to help us solve the mystery of this school? The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over. Oh, what did you do to my body?
Hey.
Answer me, what did you do to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? Ooh. I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off and the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's technically not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to indulge thoughts like that.
Yo.
So the class trial's over and Monokuma's gone.
But
now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is that other than to head back up?
Oh,
yeah, okay, let's get out of here. But, Hina must still feel responsible. Dial back the ego a bit, girl. That kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then I'll try. Huh? That's totally wasn't normal, right? Should you just capture his flag?
No.
Oh boy. I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master.
Huh?
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball, because you are sleazeball. Apparently you still have a death wish. Oh, more biting sarcasm? No wonder you don't have any friends.
No.
Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want the abuse, give and take. Me! I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. Yeah, it was fucking weird. And so Sakura's class trial came to an end and we returned to the world of Hope Speak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Yeah, apparently I'm like halfway. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms and before long night snuck up on us. Bing bong. Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it down to sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep, but the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. What? Wake up. Wake up. Huh? Voice dragged me from deep slumber into hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead. Wait. How'd she get in?
Yes, it's me.
Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
How'd she get in? I guess we forgot to lock the door. In a flash I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I made her wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door! It was unlocked, you unbelievable cat. Yeah, that makes sense. It was unlocked, are you serious?
Hey,
Always, and you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. Oh, what time is it?
Correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. It's 3 AM? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? It's so late, what happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor I need to ask. What's your favor?
So...
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? I'm not gonna just lay down and die, I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? And Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered, the data center on the 4th floor. What?
Goodbye.
I'll meet you there. Without another word, she was gone. What the? Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center? I thought it was locked. Well, I guess it's probably not locked. I made my way to the after-hours school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. Eventually I wound up at the data center, but when I arrived, Kyoko's not here. That's weird. She said she'd meet me. Is she maybe inside already? I put my hand to the door with a certain amount of force. It didn't open. I tried again, but it must be locked. What was it Kyoko said? Data center was on the 4th floor.
What's this?
Oh, what are you doing up, mister? Yeah! Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know? Oh, well, you try to tell me you didn't actively bust in yet, right? But
Hey!
I can see that you don't. Don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself. It looked like you might break in any second, so I thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or are you going to try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something? No, nothing like that. It's 3 o'clock in the morning for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know. Stop being weird and go back to bed. What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko? Now you too?
You guys?
Whatever, the two of you just get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come on, Koto, let's head back. What?
Hey.
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
Shall we go?
Don't worry about it, let's just go. Okay. Yeah, go on, get out of here. Shoot. We left and went back to our rooms. And then...
Goodbye.
So, goodbye. Hold on! Listen, what was all that about just now? She woke me up, made me go to the data center, which just so happened to be locked, and then she shows up late and we leave without checking a single thing? What's the point of all that? Don't worry about it. I figured that would be the end of our conversation, just like always, but...
Goodbye.
Well then, good night. Sure. And then that was over. But as I turned to leave...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Kyoko was right next to me once again, whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Ooh.
The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
Ooh, the 16th student.
The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
There's another student. Ooh. We're down to 6 students, chat. Probably a good time to wrap up, honestly, because we just finished the 4th chapter. The Ultra Lump present. Lovely. Yeah, we'll save it. Chapter 4, 4 by Gore.
Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko told me to watch out for her, Mukuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. 3 days before we'd be faced with another murder. Ooh, another one. 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. Well, I guess that's happening. We got a spoiler, chat. Spoiler for the next stream. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining room. So let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, you didn't make small talk or anything. We never just get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Jeez, how high is that horse of yours?
Well?
He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I'd like to think anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder.
In the name of my family.
No matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them. Hey Toko, you've been pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. Gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom.
What's your deal?
She didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? But she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care.
How about that?
You're okay with that, Toko? Jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under? I believe it's the small talk Valkyrie warned us against.
Come on.
And yeah, I let myself get involved. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again.
Let's go.
We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouse and start moving your legs. Pressured by and obviously irritated by Valkyrie, we'll start our exploration. You know what, chat? I'm going to start off by... Actually, I'm going to get all the coins again, and then we'll wrap up. Although, I have a feeling they're all going to be on the 5th floor again. Oh, there's some there. Yeah, there's some down here too. Again, that means I don't have to worry about it next stream. Can I just get it away? There we go. Alter Ego is not here anymore. Very sad, but it's the way it is. There we go. Get me more of them coins. I think I'm not that now, actually. So we're on chapter 5 now, chat. And apparently middle of frickin' chapter 4 there was halfway through the game. So, you know. Oh, I can't fucking fast travel from here, are you serious? Yay! That's all we need, more coins like this. More coin gathering like this. Where there's a lot of coins. Because again, I need quite a bit of them before the end of the game. Although I can get them after the game, I think, but it requires some grinding. And you know how much I love grinding, right? I don't. Grinding is a waste of time. Oh, whoops. Can I fast travel from here? Nope. Oh yeah, the warehouse. I was about to miss the warehouse. Done it. Alright. Now we can go to the other area, get more coins, again making some serious bank. secret beauty. There's a whole other floor to discover. Imagine if all the clocks were set wrong. I try and do this all as fast as I can. Could say there's not much point in me doing this, but you know, again, it saves the grind later. Could say I could have saved some of the grind by not getting the things from the capsule machine in the first place, but... Oh yeah, I forgot the camera up there. God. There was nothing in that bathroom, so... In here. The game. The game, chat, the game. Oh well, 3 more floors to do. Exploring every room. There's nothing in there at least, so we don't worry about that. At least there's not a lot on this floor. I guess I should look at the pool first. I still like how they call them flotation donuts. The gun. Oh yeah, there's a camera in there too. It's actually just that over there. Alright. So yeah, chat, we'll be doing more of this on Friday, the 24th, that's it. So next time we'll be playing this, so Definitely won't get it done next time round, but hopefully we'll be done with it maybe before that, or not before that, after that. Whenever that will be. Oh, I didn't want to go in there. Oh well, I guess we're in here now. I still get the feeling that most of the coins are going to be on the 5th floor now anyway. So after I've done this room, I'm probably not going to bother with any more rooms. I think most of them are going to be on the 5th floor. It seems like the game has a priority of putting them in newer areas. So, oh, no, I wanted to look at the lamp. You never know what the lamp might be hiding. It's Pixar after all. Now check the last classroom and I think we'll wrap up, chat. We'll wrap up for today. In a pretty little bow. We did another trial. There's a lot of reading. Good lord, my voice. I'm tired. I mean, I'm always tired, but now I'm even more tired just because I have to read so much. A lot of reading. God damn. I'm gonna plump myself. Actually, no, I'll put myself on the 3rd floor and then save and then wrap up. Up we go. Alright. System. Save. And that will be the end of another stream in Danganronpa. Chat. Hold on. There we go. That'll be another stream done in Danganronpa. Next stream on it will be Friday, 24th of June. Hopefully we'll uncover some more mysteries and see how deep the rabbit hole goes. There's a 16th student. A hidden 16th student. The ultimate despair, they call them. How interesting. We're on chapter 5. We're progressing very much through the game. And, well, apparently, like halfway through that trial, it said I was halfway through the game. So, there's probably a lot more to it than just that. I mean, this is the 5th stream I've done in it, so maybe there's 5 more streams left in it, but I'm not sure about that, chat. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, more Danganronpa Friday, and we got Terraria on Saturday, so look forward to all of that. Hopefully, who knows, I might even get another boss done. We'll see. But for now, that is it, chat. Hopefully you enjoyed today's stream. Hopefully the rest of your Wednesdays go well. And hopefully I'll see you all next time. Boop.